What's going on, y'all? It is that time of the week, man. Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. If you guys are here with us, please share the live. That will help us out immensely. Let's go ahead and get this party started, y'all. It's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleash and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman podcast. Stay tuned.
Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. I gotta turn up this function, like I'm in the Lotus and punch it. All I'm gonna ask is stay in your lane, and you won't be food for my luncheon. I'm coming up out of the dungeon, cooking up plans to make something from nothing. And since I secured the bag, it's time to do math, so I'ma keep hustling. I thought I had lost my way or something. I am not feeling what they say is busting. They keep us trapping this way, disgusting. If you so happen to catch me flexing, I could be killing the stress for days by learning how to install some chromic crystals on the Escalade. Matching the arc that's on my sternum. I am for the sake of the people. Grabbing my Glock and pray to the Lord, cause not everybody tryna be peaceful. I still hope we set the stage for showing them how it's supposed to be, so those that's close to me won't have to ask, hey, what you got in that bag? Hey, just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Just know that I'm up. Just know that I'm up. Hey, what you got in that bag? Let me explain what I'm talking about. Had a joint called down about it. Letting these loud mouths know how to move without sound. Best if we don't even shout out. Midwest, east, west, down south, till we get even or even above. Till then we gon' opt out. And educate on the backside. Folk that I act right and they won't backslide. Just put it together no matter the weather, my fella. So hey, if you dealing with vices in you and it's cutting you up like against you, put it on chill for real, or they gon' just use it against you. What you got in that bag? Quiet water.
What is going on, everybody, man? Welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. I am one half of your host, Damo Unleash. What is going on with y'all, man? I hope you guys are having a good beginning of the week. Man, it's funny how fast January flew, and we are already into February, man. It is no lie. They say, man, the older you get, the faster time flies. But with that said,
absolutely.
And introduce a good friend of mine that's like a brother. I'm gonna roll out the red carpet for him. So the floor is yours.
And remember, remember Tuesdays is our favorite day of the week because this is the day that the Nashville Caveman podcast is on, right? So y'all, thank y'all for tuning in each and every week, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Again, I'm a music publisher. The D-Bling radio show will be on tonight between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Waiting for new music, y'all. If y'all have any music, please send it to me at sky.black@gmail.com. That is sky.black@gmail.com. Send me your music, especially if you're a local or independent artist, so I can put you in rotation every Tuesday night from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. with the replay from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. This Saturday, man, I'm sorry, y'all. I was just not prepared, but let me see if I can get prepared real quick.
Hey, Sky, while you're getting situated, let me let everybody, if you live in the Nashville area, man, Valentine's Day coming. Some of y'all don't have a Valentine's as far as a partner, but then y'all have sons and daughters. I just wanted to let you guys know that I have handbags for sale for $5, or purses, also fragrances, male and female. So if you got a son, you got a daughter, you want to get them something for Valentine's Day, reach out to me. Like, again, I got fragrances, men, women, and I got purses. Also have socks. So I got a bundle of socks. They come 10 per bundle for $5. So reach out to me if you want to get your young one something for Valentine's Day. Or if you just want to get something in general.
That's what's up. Shouts out to Rachel. How you doing, Rachel? Well, I was sorry I wasn't prepared. I was just gonna say, don't forget this Saturday, February the 8th, I'll be making my debut wrestling at RCW. That's Redneck Championship Wrestling, RCW in Sims, Illinois. The address is 201 South Rail, Sims, Illinois Community Center. It's at the Community Center in Sims, Illinois. This Saturday, February 8th, I'll be making my debut up there. Me, the Classic Man. Please come up there if you are in the Illinois area to check us out. Yeah, Rachel, I'll be in Illinois this Saturday at RCW, at Redneck Championship Wrestling. So, but back to that. So, music, please send to me. If you are an artist with a music video, please send it to Mr. Damo. Please get ready to do the interview with him so we can get the 2025 Soul Driven Artist of the Year ready to be handed out this December 2025.
Most definitely, man. And if you have a music video or if you have music in general, you wanted to get played during this podcast, reach out to me. I will put my email in the comments. So if you have any music that you want to get promoted, reach out to me or reach out to Sky even, man. And let's go ahead and get you guys' music on here. Sky, I know I wanted to talk to you about the shocker of the week, right? Because, we always kind of start off the show with sports.
Right.
One of the biggest trades, shocking trades that I have ever seen was the Lakers and Dallas, Luka Doncic for Anthony, I can't even think of his last name, the Brow. And I'm just still in utter shock that trade took place, man. Look at his prime.
I don't know. Well, I don't know how to start because there's so many variables in this. If you just start with the Lakers, how many people have played with LeBron and then got shipped out? Even with not the Lakers, even on Cleveland, even with what's it called, Miami, even with, it's like if they've been together this long and only won one championship, and that was in the bubble. So nobody's going to blame LeBron James for only winning one championship. So who has to take the blame? You've gotten rid of LeBron Ball. You've gotten rid of D'Angelo Russell. You've gotten rid of your own son. You got rid of a lot of people who
his own son.
Yeah, his own son. So AD, you're next. So, and then with the Mavericks, they stupid. They talking about Luke is out of shape. That man ain't out of shape. That man is not out of shape. And he's scoring 34 points a night. It has to be more than just that. That was just some BS to throw out there where he's not conditioning and his cardio. You scoring 34 points. You scoring 34.99 a night. Your cardio and conditioning is better than half the league. Are you serious? So I don't know more about that story. That's why I'm just giving y'all a synopsis. But it's more to it with the Dallas thing on the Luka side than it is more than Lakers and AD.
You know what doesn't make sense to me about that whole trade? Mm-hmm. It wasn't that they traded, right? It's just that what they got back for him. I'm more shocked about that. The best you can get is Anthony Davis and Lakers pick that's, mid-first round. I'm quite sure if they would have called other teams, they could have got something really good. Something much better than what they got. Man, that GM need to be fired. They need to kick his ass out. They need to fire him the day before yesterday for that trade. He should be fired. He should never get a job again for that trade. I don't have a problem with him trading him. It's just what he got back. You know what I'm saying? If you told me that I could get a player in his prime for a pack of Bazooka Joe and some now-laters, I'll take that trade all day. You know what I'm saying? That's the best y'all can get for him.
Oh yeah. And so now what happens if Luka comes to Lakers and they still ain't won a championship in another 3 years? Is he on the chopping block? Does LeBron retire? And see, in AD, he's a good two-way player. He can play the 4 and the 5. He said he prefers the 4. He don't like the 5. But like they were saying on TNT, how many true centers is left? How many true big guys are left? Not the big guys that shoot the threes. We talking about true Shaq down in the post big guys. AD should be dominating everybody because he's the last true big guy in the league. So maybe that's what Dallas needed more than Luka shooting these threes. Because I guess Luka was supposed to be their big guy, but he was more of to me, a 3-4 with their shooting than he was a 4 or 5. So we'll see how this works out. But I just believe it was more to it. Maybe Luka wanted out of Dallas for some reason. I believe it was just more to it than just that.
You're right. Something off, man. I agree with you, Sky. Something's off.
You can look at AD's face and tell he was shocked that he's gone. Because him and LeBron supposed to be. But remember, where was LeBron at? And then Dwayne Wade came.
Miami?
Cleveland? And Dwayne Wade
came? Well, Cleveland?
No, this was after Miami.
Yep.
This was after Miami. And then Dwayne Wade came for a couple of seasons or one season, and he shipped him out. So if he can ship these guys out, everybody's on the shipped out. Huh?
Yep. Got D Rose, because remember they had Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
D Rose had him shipped out.
Yep. Kyrie Irving, I'm telling you. So nobody's ever going to put the blame on LeBron. It's whoever is surrounding him. And they'll even fire the GM before they fire LeBron. Come on now. So I don't know, but AD, I'm sorry, because he thought he was going to be a Laker for a while. Actually, he thought he was going to still be there once LeBron left.
He got
and then wake up the next day and your agent tells you, hey, you going to Dallas. What?
Well, you know what? I hate to say this, but AD, he was a different player in New Orleans than he was with the Lakers. The Lakers, he was always hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, but then his play changed. He wasn't the same dominant player with the Lakers as he was the bubble year he was. But then, between that, he underperformed to me, in my opinion. And so I understand why the Lakers got rid of him. With that said, here's the question I got, though. Luka and LeBron are similar. And what I mean is, like, they have to have the ball at a high percentage. Both of them are good rebounders. Both of them are 6'8". Both of them can score. Both of them can pass. So to see how that whole dynamic is going to work out, because you basically got the white LeBron. That's what I'm going to call Luka Doncic. Right. He's the white LeBron, but he's not, you don't have to build like LeBron, but he's the white LeBron, the guy that, if he was 6'4", 6'3" or something, he'd just be an average dude.
Absolutely.
It's going to be interesting to see. And he's due for that Supermax contract. Well, the Lakers, what they going to pay for?
And that's crazy. And that's crazy, Damo. Shouts out to Miranda. That's crazy, Damo, because quote unquote, if he would have stayed in shape and stayed in Dallas, his max contract would have been $345. Now since he went to the Lakers, his max contract is $290. We talk about 290 million people versus 345 million. So money isn't always everything to some people, right? Luka been in the league with 8 seasons. He's probably got 20, 30 million sitting in the bank. I'm talking about after taxes, sitting in his bank account. So sometimes money just becomes paper. You have so much, it's just paper now. Now it's about your happiness. So something was going on behind the scenes when Luka was not happy, especially because they was just in the finals. Was it this year or last year?
Last year.
Last year. So something went south.
It went south fast, man. I'm talking about, man. It beat the birds down south. You hear me? I don't know if I would have traded him. That GM, like I said, he should never have a job again. It better work. I'm just gonna say that. This better work.
With people like AD, if he's the last Dwight Howard, the last Shaq, big men like that, are supposed to be in the East because the East is a slower conference. The East plays that old school half-court basketball. We get the ball down there, the point guard sets up the plays, we get it down to the big man. If he ain't open, he kicks it out. The West is not like that. The West is up and down, up and down. You know when Shaq got traded to the Suns? I'm like, that was the stupidest trade I ever seen in my life. The Suns were up and down team. What the shit was Shaq gonna do on the Suns? He wasn't gonna run up and down, up and down, up and down. So that's why he didn't play that with the Suns. So you're going to send AD to a up and down team. I don't see it working. He is more of a let's get down there, let's set the play up, get me the ball. If I don't have it, I'm gonna kick it back out. Most of the teams in the West are that woo, bing bong, do. So I would have shipped.
I don't know about that.
I would have shipped them out to the.
I don't know about that anymore, Sky. I don't know about that anymore because I'm gonna tell you there are two teams in the East that can go to the West and be Cleveland and Boston. Okay. They are up and down. And the insult injury, man, after they traded Luka, the next game they played Cleveland, right? So you seen that posted up? Cleveland put up a 50 burger on them in the first quarter. They had 91 points by half.
Is this with AD on the team?
No, this is, you know, man, AD, because you know they got to go through their physicals and everything.
Oh, before he got there.
So before he got there, Kyrie Irving's still out, and you know the team got to be down, feeling like, damn, man, I thought I would have had a chance at a championship, and y'all just traded the face of the franchise out of nowhere, unexpectedly. So you know, man, you get close to people, and then when they gone, your morality, I'm quite sure they were down that day. And to have to go against a team like Cleveland, and then you give up 91 points in the half. Dude, some teams don't score that in the full fourth quarter. In 4 quarters, they don't put up 91. You gave it up in the half? Damn, man. You should have just put the damn cheerleaders out there. I mean, damn, you should have put the mask out. Because you just didn't show up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hell, your luggage, you might as well let your luggage play. Because at least your luggage left the plane. You didn't.
You so silly.
91. I said, oh, this is a beat down the mud. I want to throw in the towel. Remember like on Rocky IV when Apollo was getting beat down?
Absolutely.
He was like, throw in the towel.
Absolutely. I did not see that.
One of them
I need to go back on ESPN to see if they got highlights on that. I did not know that.
Oh, they did. That was a record.
Good Lord. You said they put up 50 in the first half?
They put up 50 in the first
quarter. First quarter? Damn.
They put up 51 points. They had a 31-point lead at the end of the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? I'd have just said, Coach, put in the young rookies,
Absolutely.
man. I'm just gonna sit here and just drink my Gatorade.
Absolutely. I'll meet y'all in the shower. Yeah, I feel you. Actually. Absolutely.
I'm sitting this one out, Coach. Hey, speaking of, actually, we less than a week away. 5 days away from Super Bowl. The Eagles and the Chiefs. Who you got? Who you got, player?
Of course, the Chiefs. You know, I'm a fan of success. I'm a fan of success. I would love to see him do it. Now, again, Stephen A. Smith and all of them are talking about, you know, he does it, it'll make him the GOAT. I'm thinking, look, he's done something that nobody else has done. But his resume is still short. He ain't even been in the league 10 years yet. Okay, let's wait till he retires, then before we say he's the GOAT. And even if you let's just take away all the championships from Montana to Peyton Manning to Patrick Mahomes to Tom Brady. Let's just take away championships and let's just open up their resume. Tom Brady is in the top 5 of every minor stat that you would never think of. You know, the little silly stuff that they say. The most games played on Monday Night Football, the most touchdowns thrown on Sunday Night Football, the most passing yards on Thursday Night Football, the most wins, you know, just those little stats that you never think about. And he's number 1 in all the top stats. So you can't win 3 championships in a row and say you the GOAT when your resume ain't even a fourth of what this man's resume is if you take away the championships. So I don't want to even say that until he retires. Let me see what else he does, because he hasn't beaten every quarterback in the league yet. He hasn't won in every stadium in the league yet. So, you got to give me a little bit more before I say, okay, you the top dog. But this will put him at the table. This will put him, it'll be Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, in my opinion. That's my Mount Rushmore right there. Yeah. That will put him at the table.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I do think, man, this will definitely put him an inch more. And because then the interesting thing is, well, can he, if he do 3-peat, can he 4-peat? That right there may put him over if he 4-peated, won 4 in a row, because I don't think we'll ever see that again. And as much as players are changing teams, speaking of, did you see that Myles Garrett requested a trade from the Cleveland Browns?
I just said that a couple of sentences ago. Eventually, money just becomes paper. He's been there, 10 seasons? Because he got drafted by Cleveland, right?
Yep. And I don't blame him.
So
I don't blame him for
leaving, man. How many max contracts have Myles Garrett got over the years? So he could be easily 15, 20 million just sitting in a bank account. You know what I'm saying? Then it's time to go win a championship. Now it's time to go make it to the playoffs. Now it's time to do things that you couldn't do. You made the money. Hopefully you saved it and spent it. Saved it and, took care of it. Go somewhere where now you can at least sniff the playoffs or sniff a championship, a conference championship, or a Super Bowl.
Well, you know what? It may be. I'm going to tell you, man, this could be Myles Garrett putting pressure on the franchise. And I think that's a smart move. Mm-hmm. Because he is part owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Who? Myles Garrett?
So he's kind of,
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So this could be him forcing their hand, saying, I need you guys. He's holding their feet to the fire.
Absolutely.
Saying that we're not going to do this losing stuff and this rebuilding every year. One year we go in the playoffs. Next year we one of the worst teams in the league with the second pick in the draft. So he's forcing Cleveland's feet to the fire. All right. With that said, though, this is going to be interesting because, man, if they don't trade him, man, my ankle hurt today. I don't think I could play. My hip. Oh, yeah, my hip. No, I don't think I'm going in today, coach. My neck, my back, my neck and my back. I can see it.
Some players would do that. But you know what? I think Myles Garrett is above board. He might not have 15, 20 sacks. So that way they can say, hey, his stats have gone down. We can trade him. But I don't know if he would pull that. Some people would pull that, Damo. But I think Myles Garrett I think he's above board, don't you? You don't think he would pull that, right?
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, I know.
Me, you both. Yeah, I'm down.
Hell yeah, if you gonna force me to be somewhere, my leg, I'm limping. I'm coming to practice with a limp. You know what I'm saying? My foot gonna be in the air cast. I'm coming in, you know what I'm saying? With a sling on, man. I'm in there. And then every time you be like, can you go today? I'm gonna be like,
But you know what the crazy part is? The gift and the curse of being a great player. When you're a great player, you get these extensions. They're going to pay you $200-300 million for the next 4 or 5 years, but you're under contract. So when you start having bad seasons and you want to leave, it's the team that has the power. They can send you where they want to go because you're under contract. So for some of these people, stop getting these max deals because if you're signed for the next 10 years, and let's say the next 3 years you have bad seasons, if your contract is up, you get to pick where you want to go. So that's the yin and the yang with being a great player. And he's still under contract with y'all for the next how many more years?
He's under contract for the next 2 years. And the next 3 seasons after that, they can franchise tag.
Absolutely.
So essentially, they got him for 5 years.
Absolutely.
So if they do trade him, man, they can ask for a huge haul. And you know what? Man, the Texans at the time traded away what was at the time considered their best player, and Cleveland gave up 5 picks, and look where Houston at now. So it can work out in your favor if you utilize the picks the right way.
Absolutely. But here's the thing: if they let Myles Garrett go, is it against the cap? Is dead money against the cap, or does that open up money to get better players? Because you dead this money to Deshaun Watson. You guarantee that. That's dead money. You got to pay him, even if he don't come back. You got to cut him that check. That makes no sense. No sense.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. If I'm Cleveland, here's what I would do. Right, and this is unfortunate. What I would go ahead and do, Deshaun Watson, he's about to go into his 3rd year of the contract. So, if it was me, I would buy him out. I would buy out Deshaun Watson. Here go your $80 million or whatever you're owed. We gonna pay you to see you that door hit your ass on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna win with you really think about it. He tore his Achilles. Then he retore it again, right?
Right.
And you see this dude out on yachts. He got a beautiful woman, but kicking it with her, and it's like, dude, you out here with no air boot on, no cast, no nothing, showboat. You know what I'm saying? Living it up. And we didn't get you really all of last season, right? And then we're not going to get you all of next season. I'll buy him out.
Yeah. That would be the smart thing.
I'll buy him out.
And not even buy him out. I'll try to negotiate him out. Like, I know we owe you this guarantee, but what can we work out for you to walk away? If you still want the whole contract, I have no choice because I signed it. But can I get you half and get you out? Like, it's just not working.
Hell no, he ain't taking that. He ain't taking that because, man, he'd be lucky to see 10 plus million the next place he goes. Right. Because the last 3-4 years, he haven't shown that he was worth anything.
Absolutely.
So can I see him literally taking a pay cut?
Right.
I don't see it.
He might not even get picked up. He might not even be a backup. He might be a 3rd string practice squad. So you're right. I'm bad on that one. You're absolutely right. He ain't going to take no pay cut. You're right.
He ain't taking no pay cut.
Well, let me tell you something. With that money, he better leave Cleveland then, because he's gonna be the most hated man in Cleveland. People talking about their money, their resources, and now you're gone, and the fan base and the Cleveland Browns, they have to start all over again. So now they lose Deshaun Watson, then they go back to lose Myles Garrett. Come on now, yeah, you're gonna be the most hated man in Cleveland. So if I was you, you better move your family to New England or Virginia.
Hell yeah, don't move your family to Cleveland because they gonna get harassed.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, if y'all know anything about Cleveland, y'all, we got a lot to talk about, man. There's a lot been going on.
Did you see one of those videos I sent you?
I seen the message, but I'm gonna pull it today. We gonna play.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't know if you seen it.
While we here, tell everybody what it is, because I didn't get a chance to open it this morning.
I kind of forgot what it was myself, man. I know I had sent it to you, so we don't have to worry about it today. We can talk about it next week. You know, whatever you got.
Oh no, we got more than enough time.
Yeah, what we got playing today?
We got more than enough time, brother.
Huh?
Yeah, we gonna get that in. It's a whole lot going on in the world today. You know what I'm saying? I probably, if I wanted to, could have had enough to talk about 10 different topics. It's a whole lot going on in the world today.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We got planes crashing into each other.
Crazy.
We got snow in the south in New Orleans, 10 inches. Fires going on in California. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot. So, without further ado, let me let y'all know what's on our itinerary for today. We're going to talk about, and this is funny, and I'm going to start out the show with this, because this was absolutely hilarious. Man, there's a reason why Trump canceled DEI. I'm going to show y'all this video. It was one of the funniest videos and the most telling videos I ever seen, right? We also going to be discussing that once you have kids, your kids come before your dreams.
Absolutely.
A lot of people, man, they got these big dreams and aspirations, and then they end up having a kid and think that whatever they had planned is still number one. No, it is not. You have a kid, it's over until that kid graduates. I'm just telling you. It should be.
It should be, absolutely.
Also, in Murfreesboro, a mom was shot trying to save her 1-year-old. Right? Also, we're going to be talking about chivalry is dying. All right? This young lady was in a workout place, like a Planet Fitness or a gym, and she needed help. And these dudes just walked past her. They ain't even paying no mind. And she was stuck needing them to help lift them weights off. And, they just walked past her. Does this generation of men want women to pursue them? We're going to be discussing that. And last but not least, get this. A female escort says she sleeps with 12 men daily, and her boyfriend has no issues with it. So I don't know about that, but we're gonna jump into this, but y'all know how we like to start it off. Before we get into these discussions, man, we're gonna take a break. We love to promote indie artists. Shout out to all the indie artists that have come through. Again, if you want your music played on this platform, reach out to me or Sky. Also, reach out to Sky if you want your go ahead, Sky, and plug in. If they want their music played by you, where could they email it to, and what platform will their music be played on?
Sky.black@gmail.com. That is sky.black@gmail.com. And don't forget, we stream on offtoprecords.net. We stream your music on offtoprecords.net. And my radio show, the D-Bling Radio Show, is on Off Top Radio, which is offtopradio.com. That is offtopradio.com. So if you have music that you need to put on a platform to be streamed, or you just want the spins and the radio play, shout out, let me know, sky.blackske@gmail.com.
All right, y'all. Also, if y'all could do us a favor, if you're watching right now, if you could share the live in your networks. I want to give a shout out to all my people on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and Bigo.
Absolutely.
And Sky, what are you? And you're on what platforms right now?
Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
All right, man. So thank you all. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break to promote our artists, and then we're going to jump into these topics, especially the DEI one. All right, so.
Tenderly to me. I want you to know that I love you. You love it when I take it there. Love it when you pull my hair. You love it when I take it slow. inside. I want you to know how I feel about you. I want you to know that I need you. I want you to know that I feel you. You so sweet, oh so sweet, attentively and tenderly to me. I want you to know that I love you.
All right, y'all, we are back. Sky, I just watched that video. Oh my God. Yeah, we definitely got to talk about that. That is hilarious. I tell you, man. Your audacity. And with the woman, I can't even fault her, man. I can't fault her, man, for that. You know? I don't think I'm that close. Damn. All right, y'all. I'm strolling down. We're going to go ahead and get into this DEI whole conversation, right? I got to cut the music because y'all got to hear this shit. I was like, this is just hilarious. And I understand why. I think they need to get rid of DEI also, man, after watching this. Let's go ahead and play this. I want y'all to take a good listen.
Thank you for the question, Senator. No, I have never flown a plane.
Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got to get this louder than this. Hold on.
No, Senator.
Hold on. Because for some reason, I got to get this audio playing. Because I was like, hell no. And this is the shit I would be talking about as far as like, man, you can't hire people based on color. All right. You cannot hire people based on color, y'all. If I got to, I may switch this. Hold on. I may switch over here so y'all can hear it. I want y'all to hear this whole conversation. Because I was like, man, this is the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. Basically, while I'm looking for this, while I'm getting ready to play this, basically they had this guy that was over air traffic control. And this is one of Biden's DEI hires, and they questioning this man as far as his knowledge of planes and everything, right? And this dude didn't have experience in nothing. He didn't know anything about planes. You hear me? He ain't know shit. And I'm like, man, so then when you see planes and stuff like that crashing into each other and all these accidents, it kind of makes sense when you got somebody like this in control. All right, so I'm on my Facebook page. All my people that is in my network, y'all can't find this stuff on my Facebook page. So let me get to it. Man. Because that was, my speakers is hooked up, but it wasn't playing out of my speakers on this other laptop that I got hooked up. And I was like, nah, I need y'all to hear this whole conversation. This is very important. Because for my people that are for DEI, this may change your mind of why that's not a good idea. Mm-hmm. So here we go. I'm strolling. Here we go. All right.
You ever flown a plane? Thank you for the question, Senator. No, I have never flown a plane. So you weren't a military pilot or a commercial airline pilot? No, Senator. Have you ever worked for an airline? No.
I've ever seen a time where I've seen Ted Cruz at a loss for words when speaking. This is the man that Joe Biden put in place to be in charge of the FAA. This is a man who has absolutely no experience.
So this dude is in charge of the FAA.
Yeah.
They hired this man specifically because he's black and because it would help them meet their goal. This is what DEI looks like. Underqualified people in positions that they should be. Could you imagine a hospital being led by a person that has no experience in the medical field? You know what that look like?
So we're gonna discuss that, y'all. Could you imagine a hospital being ran by somebody that don't have could you imagine me or Sky managing a hospital? Would you feel
No experience.
That's the question.
No experience.
What you feel?
That's crazy. How did he even get there?
Because he black and they needed somebody black, you know what I'm saying, to meet their quote.
But at that position, he had to be black at that position?
They hiring pilots based off of that kind of stuff. They're hiring people like we see in California now. Them DEI hires, and then you wonder why California's still on fire.
Damn. So these people are not. So it's almost like an extension of affirmative action. These people are not qualified.
Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah, these people are not qualified, but to meet the quota, you have to put them. Does it have to be like a supervisor, powerful position, or could it just be any position that you have to meet the quota?
It's certain positions.
That's almost like the Rooney Rule in the NFL that they have to interview so many black coaches. What's up, Alfonso? They have to interview so many black coaches before they can hire anybody. So now they want to extend the Rooney Rule, saying that now the league has to have so many percentage of black coaches. So that must be another thing of the DEI that you're talking about. But how can you force a team to hire a black coach if he's not qualified? You see what I'm saying?
And that's the question.
So now I see what you're saying. You're forcing these people, or government or private entities, to hire folks based off the color of their skin that they're not qualified. So you have this white person that's qualified, but the black person has to meet the quota. So you're gonna hire the black person instead of the white person that's more qualified, but the black person, you need to meet the quota or you'll get fined and in trouble. Maybe there was a good day of taking out DEI, because I never knew what it was until it got brought up. I had to ask somebody, what the hell is that?
And you know the bizarre, funny part about it?
Mm-hmm.
That itself, affirmative action is racist within itself. I don't even think people realize that. Like,
yeah, I know. But if you say it, black people get upset because what's his name? What's that civil rights guy?
Jesse Jackson.
Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton
said there's no such thing as reverse racism. All racism is always towards blacks and blacks only.
No.
So we can be racist against Asians, Japanese, white people, and it's okay. But if any of them are racist against us, the world is going to explode.
Yeah, and that is because Scott, imagine laying on a table and your life on the line. All right?
Absolutely.
Now you got two doctors. You got this white doctor that got a 93 on his test, and then you got this black doctor that got an 85 on his test. Who do you want working on?
Well, I'm hoping the 93.
And they don't even have nothing to do with really coming. I want the person with the highest score to work on me. Now, if you have a business or you have anything and you see somebody with a higher score, but because you don't like them, you hire somebody less qualified, then you are a fool and you are an idiot. And anybody that go to you is a fool and an idiot. Because I wouldn't even want to go to anybody like that. If that's how you hiring, I don't want to, no. It's the same way.
It's a scary world though, because it is a lot of that's going around that you don't even know. Because there's no difference between A student and a C student, right? If you pass, you pass. So you can be a C student doctor or an A student doctor. The only problem thing will be between if it's a private firm. If we own a private firm or private practice, we might take the A student. But if you somebody like General or Mahari over here who's needing doctors and nurses and hey, you a C student? You made a 78? Come on, you know what I'm saying? You passed, you got the degree, right? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how do you determine who's an A student and who's a C student? You ain't even thinking about that when your life is over. Like I said, you on the table, they're about to cut you open. All you can do is pray that you wake up.
Or imagine being in the plane. I want the pilot that got the highest score. You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking about no DEI hire pilot. I want to fly with the person that got the best score. I don't give a damn if he's green. I don't care if he's pink. You know what I'm saying? Give me the pilot with the best score. And I see people up in arms, you see they're boycotting right now Target. Because Target did away with their DEI initiative programs, right?
Who gave a shit? Who shopped at Target anyway? Every time I go to Target, don't know white folks in there. I ain't seen. I never really saw too many black people in Target, so I don't think Target really gives a damn about that. Because some people are going to boycott with black people who didn't shop at Target. No way. Just like black people boycotting Publix. How many black people you see in Publix any damn way? So they ain't worried about
that. Are they
shit.
boycotting Publix too?
No, I'm saying that was if. No, they're not. I'm saying if.
I was saying
like, how many black people you see in Publix any damn way? So what difference does it make? So black people trying to boycott Target, you wasn't their main customer any damn way.
Here's my thing, Sky. Here's my thing, and I know some people I'm gonna get some people in their feelings about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe them protests will work if y'all quit aborting children. We only 13%. You know what I'm saying? And so even if all of us boycotted, we 13%. Maybe it would have an effect if we was 40 or 50%. And see, we can't be 40 or 50% because y'all keep having babies and then don't actually have a baby. You see what I'm saying? So maybe if y'all really care about boycotting some stuff, can we at least get our numbers up? Can we get our numbers up, y'all?
We're not even the number one minority no more.
No.
But we will be after the deportation. We might. Oh, yeah. After the deportation, we might go back.
Yeah, we moving back. Yeah, we moving back.
We might do that.
Speaking of, right? I am all for immigration. You come in here to, you got all your paperwork and whatnot. I'm all for it. But if you're illegal, as we've talked about before on this show, Sky, if I so happened to rob a bank 30 years ago, and I got away with, like, for example, $500,000, right? So I ain't robbed no more banks, and then I was living my life good. Turned my life around, became a man of God and all that. And then 30 years later, somebody say, I recognize him. That's Damo Unleashed. He the one that robbed that bank. Man, if they come get me, what I'm gonna cry about? Oh, I changed my life around? No. I had to know that, hey, man, it was gonna come back to get me.
Absolutely.
One day, it's a possibility this can come back to bite. Right?
Absolutely.
And so, if you're over here illegal, right? And first and foremost, what they should do is they stop giving away incentives. Stop incentivizing people to come over here. If you come over here, you can make it on your own, great then. We ain't giving you no food stamps, no housing, none of that. If you come over here and you make it on your own, great. Do it that way. But I'm watching all these protests and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no damn sense. Like, could you imagine me being in Canada with an American flag, talk about American pride, but I don't want to live in America? How much sense do that make?
Absolutely. Well,
and then I'm protesting not to go back. I don't want to go back, and then they don't want me back. But now I got American pride though.
Absolutely. It's just most of this is just emotional. What he's doing right now is above board, because a lot of these people he's deporting back are criminals who got away from the justice system or were still in hiding. So right now, that's what they're going after, and I agree 100%. But a lot of these people is just, like I said, if my child is in school and all her friends are Latino or Hispanic, and the next thing you know, they're gone because they got deported, then me and my wife probably will be boycotting, because you're hurting my child and her social needs because you just took all her friends away. These were the only friends she had, you know what I'm saying? So most of the people that are boycotting out of emotion, but emotions is not the law. The law says if you're here illegally, you didn't go through the paperwork, you have to go back.
And here's the thing too. I don't like to get personal. But I remember my old lady. Let me tell you this story. This is a true story, right? Because I know a lot of people are for immigration. We got our different opinions on it. But my old lady, when the first week she got her a car, bought her a car, she was at an intersection that where once the light turned green, she would have been basically heading to a car. All right. And it was on Charlotte. It was on a busy afternoon. And if you're familiar with Charlotte Pike, it don't matter, especially on the weekends. Charlotte Pike is very busy, right? So her light, she was like, I was at a red light. My light turned green. As soon as I went, car came out of nowhere, smacked my car. Hit her car so much, she was going this direction, but he hit her so much, she was facing downtown. And he basically spent her in a 180, right?
Absolutely.
Man, there was no witnesses, because no witness stayed on the scene. So something that I didn't know that could happen is, have you ever heard of no-fault accidents?
Yeah, of course, all the time.
Yeah. So basically, the cop, he cited it as a no-fault accident, said leaving both insurance companies to fight it out. Well, let me tell y'all what happened. When they went to go and find this dude, he wasn't here legally, right? He was working for a company, and he skipped time. Well, the investigators aren't going to leave to go find this dude, because it would cost them more money finding him than what they would actually get from him. So guess who got stuck with everything?
You did. And your premium probably went up too after they fixed the car.
Do you understand what's happening? So this is why I don't like people who lead with emotions, because people who lead with emotions aren't good leaders. You have to think from a logical standpoint, because a lot of people, man, until it actually happens to them, they don't know. When it happens to them, a crime is committed against one of their loved ones, right? And then somebody's able to cross back over because there's no record of the person, and they ain't going to find them. Then what?
Yeah, there ain't no record. They ain't no social security number. The illegals don't have no social security number. So how you gonna find them? That's how the government keeps up with you. It's with the social security number. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're right. Yeah. You're absolutely right. It's just I just believe, again, some people are just, they're illegally over here, but they have good intentions, but it's just against the law. So you have to go back. Whether your intentions are good or your intentions are bad, you have to go back, because that's the law.
Because what if I robbed a bank because I was hungry?
Right, you still go to jail even though you're hungry.
30 years later?
Nah, you still go to jail even though you're hungry.
Should they let me go?
And they're going to feed you in jail, so you ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if I can't use the argument, you're right. But if I can't use the argument of I was doing this for a better life, then how can somebody that's doing something illegal crossing over? What's the difference?
Absolutely.
And so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then on top of that, man, we've been over here for centuries and we can't even get some of the resources. We can't get some of these resources.
A lot of times we don't know they exist.
There was a Mexican-born American female that did a video. I may play it during this, but she was talking about how, man, Mexican-born citizens aren't even treated equal to immigrant Mexicans that come over. Like an immigrant Mexican come over can get free healthcare, free phone, Section 8, all these benefits that somebody born here that's Mexican can't get. And they came over the right way. So,
Absolutely.
it's unfortunate.
And again, it's always a touchy subject because these are not animals, and they like you deporting dogs or cats or a bunch of snakes. These are human beings. So even with the law being said,
Right.
there's still a human side to knocking on somebody's door who's been paying taxes all these years, keep them out of their home, go into the school, go get their kids, keep them out of their school, put them on a bus, and send them back to a place that they ain't seen before a day in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's still a human part to it. But here's a way of getting past all that, right? Everybody who's protesting, there's nothing stopping you from voting for people who think like you. It's nothing stopping you from running for office. So if you are for affirmative action, DEI, if you are against deportation, why ain't enough of y'all running for office? See, when I go vote, I don't see a lot of black people on these ballots. I don't see a lot of Hispanics or Latinos on these ballots.
Well, you got to be legal.
If you want
to
if you want the laws to change, you're going to have to put people in office to change these laws. You can't sit on your butt and cry when it's against you. It's like people that's on food stamps. If you didn't get up and vote, shut the hell up. You can't sit on your butt and say, oh, my food stamps is going there. Well, did you get up and vote? No, you didn't. There you go.
I feel like this guy, and I truly mean it. I think that they can alleviate them problems by basically signing these people up and saying that you have to do a certain amount. If you love this country, you want to benefit from this country, then you should put your life on the line and you should sign up for the military.
That's so good.
4 years military. Yeah. And you have to do that to get your citizenship. All the little silly tests that they got to do, man, that they ask some questions that not even Americans know. A lot of them tests they take, not even Americans know. Right? So they are, it's a mute point for them to have to learn.
Absolutely.
I think if they just did this, sign them up for the military.
Absolutely.
They don't have enough military personnel as it is.
Right. Absolutely. Well, things have changed, man. This ain't the 1800s no more. Back then, when America first started, they knew you had to have growth, you had to have people. So they would just let these guys come off the boats and just come in and be citizens. They just had to grow the country. Then in 2025, it's like, we're populated here now. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all gotta go back. So again, it's always gonna be a tug of war.
Can you imagine how big our army should be? Our military should be massive with all the illegals we got coming in. That should be your qualification. You have to serve 4 years of military time. Mm-hmm. You have to show that you love this country, and not just for the incentives and the things that you can get. No, you know what I'm saying? You are ready to just sign up.
Yeah, you can sign off the boat straight for the military. Yeah, you can do that too. Yep. But I believe
that's what I
believe it's coming anyway, because I had a guy told me a long time ago that the country he was from, Sudan, when you turn 18, it's compulsory. We have a draft. Theirs is compulsory. An 18-year-old boy has got to go into the military for at least 2 years, or he can't go to school, or he can't get a job. In Sudan, do you hear me? In America, because so many people are sitting on their butts doing nothing, I agree that in the future, it might be sooner than later, that when you turn 18, you're going to be, if you don't go to school, if you don't work, your third option is to go into the military. That's it. You can't sit at home and play your PlayStation 5 all your life. You're going to either work, go to school, or you're going to go into the military for 2 years. I believe that's coming.
Right.
So whether you an immigrant or an American, I believe that's coming.
And that's what I would do. I think it's fair. I think it's all fair. You come over here, especially you, and see something else they got to worry about is who they letting over.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I mean, they act like 9/11 never happened. You hear me?
I'm old enough to remember the 1995 Oklahoma City bomb.
Oklahoma City bomb, yeah. Man, you know what? If y'all gonna let illegals over here, can y'all do us a favor? Quit building these skyscrapers. If y'all ain't gonna bet who coming in and out, quit building these skyscrapers.
That's crazy because they told them about the Twin Towers before they even built the Twin Towers. I forgot who the mayor was, but by the time Rudy Giuliani got in there, they told him, hey, you need to get rid of these Twin Towers and cut them down some because we're scared that a terrorist might come and do it. And boom, it happened. So when they rebuilt the new Twin Towers, which is 4 of them there, it's not 2, it's 4, they're much smaller and much deeper into the ground. They told him to do that. Right. He just didn't want to do it. So they had to learn a lesson.
And you couldn't pay me to live in no high, like in Nashville. You ever go downtown Nashville and you see these super high tall buildings? Mm-hmm. I don't want to live in no tall building. Not the way these planes is flying.
No 30th floor.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody hit the 21st, you through. You better, and the best, you know what? You gave me a good idea. I might go ahead and get into the parachute business. You know what I'm saying? Sell parachute. Oh, you on the 30th floor, sir? Well, I got this parachute service every fire. You can jump out the window and you pull the string like this. You might land on that car, but you still make it. You know what I'm saying?
Even with the 9/11 demo or being in a high tower, if something happens to the building, tell me what's worse. Being at the top of the building and you're falling, or being at the bottom of the building and things is falling on you. Because even if you're at the bottom,
I'd rather be at the
even
top.
if you're at the bottom and something happens, you gotta get out that stuff before it comes down on your head. And if you're at the top, you gotta try to find a way to the ground, or you gonna fall to the ground. So either way, it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
With that said, I'd rather be on top. Because I can parachute, I can hang glide my way down. You know what I'm saying? And man, there's certain things, there's certain things that people need to have on them at all times. Like if you know you live on the 50th floor, why don't you got a parachute or a hang glide or something like that? You got to have a plan, a contingency plan to say, hey, if something ever happens, how am I going to if I can't get to the floors I need to, how can I get out this building? Why wouldn't you have that stuff? Something else. If you know you live in a flood zone, why wouldn't you have a canoe, a paddle boat, some rain boots, a floaty, a life jacket? Why wouldn't you have that stuff if you live in the flood area? I don't get it, man.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. That's common sense. Not only would I have flood insurance, but I would also have that stuff too. Stuff just in case. Underwater flashlights, underwater cell, anything that can survive underwater watch. Yeah, underwater glasses if you got them.
A snorkel.
Whatever you need to protect yourself.
You better be up in that mud with that snorkel.
Yeah, anything you put and the flood coming in here, everybody get on this damn boat, this canoe, and we gonna float until somebody come and save us or this water recedes, whichever one.
Like, and how do you not have a life jacket and you live in the flash flood area? I'm trying to understand, man. It don't make sense to me, man.
Again, common sense ain't always common, Damo. I agree with you 100% on that. I have no rebuttal against that. That would be the first thing that's on my mind. Like when I bought my house, first thing I thought about was getting a fire extinguisher. That was the first thing on my mind. Not food, not a stove, not a refrigerator, not a TV, a fire extinguisher.
We got 2 of them. We got 2 of them for each floor, and something else, some video cameras. Like I'm sitting up in my house watching not security cameras like I'm scarred.
Yeah.
You hear me? 2 things. You got to protect your house. Outside and inside. You're right.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about this, man. I think I'm going to go to this story next. The mom in Murfreesboro, man. Because this goes to a deeper issue. An issue that me and Sky often talk about on this show plenty of times. And so without further ado, let me go ahead and stroll to it. I was kind of sad that this was close to home But this speaks into something that me and Sky talk about pretty often. So let me close this out. And this is why, ladies, I tell y'all, man, that if y'all have a kid and it don't work out with the father of y'all children, y'all got no business dating. Y'all should wait till y'all kids is 18 years old. Y'all should definitely wait till they're 18 years old. So here goes the story. Hold on, just pull it up to it.
This is how Juanita Luna Salazar wants to remember her 1-year-old son, Jericho, the smart, cheerful baby who loved to sing the ABCs and show off his 8 new teeth.
You loved to go for you were so silly.
He also loved to dance. That's what they were doing on Sunday when Juanita turned up the volume so they could have a dance party together. Her boyfriend, Marquavius Hampton, asked her to turn it down, and the baby started to cry. So he pulled out a gun and shot Jericho to death.
Why do this to him? Why?
Juanita says 2 bullets went straight through her hand when she tried to shield her son.
Why him? Why not me? I was right there.
So, for my people in the far back that didn't hear, basically, her and the child was about to have maybe a dance off. Maybe they was doing it for TikTok. I don't know. Right? So she turned up the television, and the boyfriend told her to turn it down. Well, when she turned it down, the baby started crying. So then the guy pulls out a weapon and analyzes the little child. So the child, 1 year old, gone just like that.
I just heard another baby in that video. How many kids did they have?
No, that was like prior video of the child. You know how they? Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So that was an old video. But yeah, the child, man, unalive, and it's like, why would you even get with a dude? Like, we was talking about this, right? Females always talk about how dudes be putting their hands on. And dudes always tell females, dudes, before they do, for the most part, they give you signs that they are like that. They give you red flags. Like if turning down the television and hearing a baby cry makes a dude take out a gun, a weapon, you know he is mentally gone. He is mentally unstable.
Absolutely.
If something very small makes him explosive, why would you want to be with somebody like that? Especially if you got kids. And how many stories have we heard where there are these females having boyfriends that don't have no emotional connection to the kid, and then they harm the kid or even take their lives? We hear that all.
And you know that sometimes, man, you don't even see it coming. So, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Some people are so good that you don't see it coming to the last minute. But that's some. The majority of y'all do see it coming, and you just don't care. And that's the problem. And that child could have still been alive if the mama just saw it coming.
Or if she just had waited till the child was 18 before she started the date.
Oh, ain't no shit.
Right.
I agree, but that ain't happening.
Well, now she ain't got no kid and she crying, and it's like, will you introduce your child's killer to your child?
So this was just a boyfriend?
Yes. Most parents, the molesters, they invite the molesters into their children's lives. The abusers, they are the ones that introduce them into their lives. So this is all going into, once you have a kid, it is not about your happiness. It is not about your dreams. It is about putting the kid first.
Absolutely.
Over with. I know that sucks. You don't want to hear it. People don't like to hear that. But once you have a kid, you're like over for 18 years. It's
absolutely. People don't. You're right. They don't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it either, but they were right. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, absolutely. And again, I agree with what you're saying.
Man, because I'm going to tell you, you know, man, hell, now, I got to sacrifice to a degree now, and I don't mind it. You know, I can't travel and I can't do all the stuff that I probably would if I didn't have a family, but that's the sacrifice you make. And you got to make do and work around it.
Absolutely.
That's our jobs really as parents, you know? And
that's true. I'm just lost the words that child is gone. And where's the killer? He in jail or is the family about to kill him?
I'm sure he in jail, man.
That's the best place to be because I'm pretty sure her family was going to unalive him.
Yeah.
So, and was he in his right mind? Was he sober? Was he drunk? Like, or he was just that
They
mad?
didn't even say. They didn't even say, but they need to put a foot in her butt.
Absolutely.
Because man, you young, you had a baby 1 year old, and this is the other thing. Man, that baby 1 year old. So you jump from one relationship to another. You ain't even give your coochie time to have the stitches come out, and you back in another relationship.
That's how most people don't know how to be alone. They don't know how to be by themselves, man. Most women are like that. They cannot be alone. They just can't.
Man, that's crazy. I always say this, man, ladies and fellas, if you need a relationship that bad, can y'all do us a favor and give the children for the other parent? Give it to the other parent. If you know you are sucked at picking people and you gotta have somebody, just give them to the other parent or give them to a family member. Give them somewhere, you know, that they gonna be safe. Then you can go out and be for the streets.
That is absolutely correct, man. Yeah, I don't even know no one. I don't know no one personally that can be by themselves. But after 6 months, they go crazy. If they ain't found a boy around or somebody, they go crazy. So yeah, but I'm so sorry. My thoughts and prayers go out to the family and the child and the mom because she got 2 bullet holes in her hand. So I don't know, man. That's just crazy. But it just basically tell you life is short, man. So to the parents, and I don't just want to say mamas, just to whoever the main guardian is to young children. You know, if your child is 7, 8, 9, 10, and they able to kind of talk, walk, kind of defend themselves, or come to you and say, "Hey, this doesn't feel right," and he looks at me funny, okay. But if they were under that age to where they're not communicating like me and Damo is, just like you said, just stay by yourself until your kids are old enough to let you know something is not right. That baby was just 1 year old. That baby probably knew something was wrong with dude that the mama didn't know there was something wrong with the dude. You know what I'm saying? And now the child is gone because of he's pissed off because the TV was loud, the baby started. What do you think babies do? They cry. So this fool has had mental issues for a while. I don't know anybody just wake up and say, you know what, I didn't know babies cry. Let me go kill them. Oh, sorry, let me go unalive. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never heard nobody say do nothing like that.
Ain't that crazy?
That's crazy.
And that's why I just say that's real bizarre, man. And this is this next one, right? Because I found this conversation, and they kind of coincides with this. Once you have kids, your kids come before your drink. All right. A lot of people don't get that, but there was a conversation taking place, and I want y'all to listen to this. And this kind of goes into that, man. You know, the kids come first. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video, and then me and Sky gonna go ahead and chime in on it.
Really concerned about your decision making. You left the man. Was he a good man? Is he a good father?
Yes, he is. I don't leave him with them.
You just said he was chasing your dream.
That's not leaving him. I'm giving him forever.
I asked you why it ended, and you said I wanted to chase my dream.
Because he didn't like it. So because he didn't like it, was I just not supposed to do it?
Yes. Man, you ain't got what about him? You're a single girl.
I want to be single before I would be with someone that doesn't want me to have some type of a future or something that doesn't have for myself. Like I'm mentally already being creative.
Your job, that's y'all's problem. That's y'all's problem. You have a child. Your life is over when you have a child. Your job is now to raise the child and give the child the best environment. The best environment for the child is to have the mother and the father in the home, if at all possible. Which means that you gotta give up your life and your dreams to the child in school.
Well, I've graduated.
Did you hear me? I'm not talking about if you graduate.
He's still gonna get a good environment.
No, he's not. I'm really concerned about your decision.
All right, so do y'all need me to recap that? Were y'all able to catch that clearly?
Basically, that what was the decision she was making?
So basically, what happened is she and her baby daddy had a child. She had this dream, right? The father of the child didn't support the dream, right? So then they broke up because she like, man, well, I gotta, make a living for myself and whatnot. But it goes into, okay, so you chasing your dream. Well, who watching the kid? Who's watching the kid while all this is happening?
The grandparent? Hell, I don't know. That's a good question. Her best friend?
So, and I say that to say this, because in our community, there's a whole lot of molestation. And there's so much of it because people put their kids in the care of other people who aren't equipped to really look after their kids. So there's that weird uncle that come around or that weird friend of the family that come around. And that's how that's the fastest way to put your kid in danger. Right. So what he was saying is the child will fare better having a mom and dad. And he's right. Children that got balance, they got a mother and father. And I'm talking about not just a mother and father, but I'm talking about a mother and father that's involved. You know what I'm saying? They fare better across the board. That's not saying that single moms haven't raised kids that was good, but by great majority, no. A lot of, a lot of issues. And I was raised by a single dad, and I tell you, there's issues there too. So, yeah, man, when you got kids, you gotta, if you want to be a model, a lot of y'all be having dreams of being models. Well, that career over with once you have a kid. You know what I'm saying? What you think you're gonna be flying to Paris and France and Britain and London and all these other places?
Hello, Jasmine. I guess, man, because there was a lady I used to work with at Quest Diagnostic that used to hate that term that when you have children, your life is over. She never believed in that. She just
no, it's not over.
Well, yeah, she just believed that you can still chase your dreams. It's just a child is just an extension of your dreams and what you have to do. Or you just have to put in more effort because you have a child or children. And she would always say, well, what about back in the 1800s when women were just having babies in the middle of the road, had to pick them up, cut their umbilical cord, and keep walking? Just because you have a child, you don't stop living. And I was like, okay, maybe you do have a point there. But I was always taught that once a child is in the world, they come first, then you. And then after 18 years, maybe if you're still alive, you can go and enjoy yourself. But there are people in this world that just don't believe that having a child should stop what they are going to do. And I guess that's what that woman felt like. That's why she still wanted to chase her dream.
But the sad part about that, and this is where I say a lot of mothers are selfish, right? So you chose your dream over your family because the breakup of the family is going to hurt who?
Child.
Not you. It's going to hurt the child. So people always talk about, well, I put my kid first. Well, that's not an example of putting your kid first. You chose something that you could have done 20 years from now. You could have, When I say if your life isn't, it's on hold. I don't want to say it's over either. I want to say your dreams are on hold. I think that's better.
Right.
All right. Put them on hold. That kid come first. The family come first. We prioritize everything before family. Have you noticed that? We prioritize jobs. We prioritize buying houses. Everything else over family. When it comes to family, we don't work as hard for that.
You know, everybody's situation is different when it comes to family, right? So
Yeah.
when it comes to that, to me, it's so subjective because I do believe that the children do come first, but then it kind of goes back to, let's talk about before having kids, right? There's a lot of people on this earth that's
Right.
not meant to be parents, and I know we talked about the
I
abortion
agree.
situation. So here's the thing: if there's a mama who's not fit to be a parent, this is before we bring the child into this world. She can abort the baby now or bring a child into this world, and then that's the conversation me and you have. Because you're basically going to kill the child either way. You're going to kill it while it's on this earth because you don't give a damn about it because you're still selfish, or you'll be selfish enough to take care of the child while it's still in your stomach. So I think what we talk about is the tip of the iceberg. We have to go back to the mom before she even got to the point where she's even having kids. And that's why we're having this problem with the two-parent households of these kids growing to be criminals. Because what is going on with the mom to even put herself in a situation to where she got 6 baby daddies, or she can't even afford to take care of herself, and then she's bringing kids into this world, or she still wants to live her dreams, and she's bringing kids into this world.
And the simple thing that she can do is just
give up to adoption. Absolutely,
just give them up. If you want, you can live your dream all you want. Just give your child up. Your child shouldn't have to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously it's about you, and that's fine. But just give the children up to the father. Then see if the father will take them.
But 9 times out of 10, he wasn't anyway while she was sleeping with him. So most times the father ain't gonna take him because he was a bad pick when she got to him. So it's either raise the child or give the child to a family member or a church or turn it over to the state for adoption.
Right.
In the video, did she give the child away or something? Did she give the child away or something?
No.
Okay, no. No,
she didn't give the child away. She just chose. Yeah, she just chose her dream over the family.
Over the family. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But where's the father? Why did the father say, "Well, let me keep the child, and you go chase your dream"?
Man, I wish they would have went deep into that. I don't know if he did that or not. I think that would have been great if we would have got that, because that's what I would have did. I would have said, you know what, you should go chase your dream. Let me go ahead and raise the child, and that way I could give them a stable home. But then, how many females you think gonna really do that?
But let's just say she did that, right? Let's say I had a woman, we had a baby, she left me with the baby to go chase her dreams. I feel like I'm an enabler because she's going to get pregnant again. You know this, right? And then she's going to have another child and leave it with that father to keep chasing her dream. Because even if you want to chase your dream and be an actress or a model, it takes years to get there. So how many kids can you have between 10 years before you actually chase your dreams? So how many children you going to have and leave with the father because you did it the first time, then you do it the second time, then you do it the third time, then you do it. So I don't know. To me, it would be like a pattern for her to think, well, I can chase my dreams, but oops, if I have a child, I just leave it with the daddy.
Man, then the question is her dreams really all that important then?
And again, that's why I'm saying it goes back before she even started having, what is the mental psyche of this woman? Because all that could be avoided. If you have dreams as a young woman, you're 19, 20, 21, you can avoid getting pregnant. Go chase your dreams.
Yeah, don't screw.
So why would you put yourself in a situation to get pregnant and then be like, okay, well, the baby's here, I'm gonna go chase my dreams? Like, I don't know. Right. That's why I'm saying sometimes it goes back to just up here sometimes.
No, Faith, she didn't say what it was. She just said, I have a dream, like Martin Luther King. She said she's gonna live that dream. And the dad was
like, well, if you want to go live the dream, then we need to go our separate ways. So but again, if he didn't offer to take the baby, then what type of what's the conversation you have about women picking the men? This is why you should go back having fathers picking the men for the women like they did in the old days. The father, you had to go to the daddy, you had to ask permission, and if he said no, it was no. Only in America where we have democracy, where the daughter can say, "Screw you, dad, I'm marrying him anyway." But every other place in this world, you go to other countries and stuff, that shit don't happen. If the father says no, it's a no. Or whoever the guardian is at the time, the granddaughter, the grandparent, the uncle, whoever the male patriarch is at the time. Now you don't do that no more. Now these girls can just go out and just pick any Tom, Dick, and Harry. And then, like you said, who suffers? The children.
The children, man. It's always come down to the children. And so... oh, man. Does this generation of men want women to pursue them? So this woman made this comment. We're going to go ahead and listen to it, and then we're going to chime in.
Are you having this conversation last night, Naj? Naj said he was having this conversation last night. Like, yeah. This is a conversation you can talk about every day when you wake up. Human beings. Just title it "Human Beings" and then have a bunch of subtitles up under there and whatever your thesis is gonna be, because man, humans is just crazy.
I'm telling you, man. And speaking of, we got another crazy one. Here we go. Without further ado,
going out there would make her feel special. Like, what is it thing for a man to automatically feel like he's the prize? Like, is it a woman thing? Is it like? I don't like that. Like, y'all very sassy. Like, y'all want to be women so bad, and I'm not bashing women. Women don't act like that, so don't come in my comments trying to feel crazy. But I just really want to know, like, this been on my mind so heavy lately. Like, men really want you to pursue them and to do the utmost to prove that you really want to mess with them, or you really want to, you interested, or what. Where's your balls?
all right. So her gripe is men wanting women to pursue them. Now I got a whole lot that I can go up on this, right? So did you want to start, or did you want me to go ahead?
I'm not shocked. I mean, if women outweigh the men, then what are we chasing? If every day I walk out this house, it's me and I have 12 women to choose from, then that means I'm the prize, right? So I should have the 12 women chasing me, because I don't have to chase y'all because there's too many of y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, for one man, there's every 3 girls or 4 girls in America. And then in some places, for every one man, it's like 9 to 20 girls for every one man. So I could see the psychology of that. But what is the end goal of it? Are you trying to kill chivalry? Or is... You know how we say women are trying to be men, or men are trying to be women? Like, I don't know what the end goal of women chasing a man, especially if you're a conservative. What is the end goal of it?
Well, I'm just going to say this. I think a lot of these females are asking the wrong question. Even a female like her, I think she's asking the wrong question. The question she needs to be asking is, if a man is pursuing me, what is it that he's getting from me? Because, yeah, he can take you out on a date, spend his hard-earned money and time and all this. You know, he can pursue you. Y'all can end up dating, then it turn into a relationship, then it turn into a marriage, and then you divorce him, take half his shit. The real question is, what is a man getting from you?
Right.
And it can't just be, you know, man, some nonchalant BS answer. Sit down and really marinate on this question. What is the dude getting from you? Is he getting a natural woman? You know what I'm saying? Is he getting somebody, man, that got more makeup than a clown? You know what I'm saying? That's built like Jessica Rabbit? What is he really getting? Is he getting a woman that he's not even sure she's a woman, so he got to ask her, were you born a woman? What is he really getting? You know, is he getting a woman that want to argue all the time about every little thing? Or is he getting somebody peaceful and just going to help him navigate through life?
Right. That's true too. Again, it's a lot of variables to this subject. Some things are subjective and some things are objective. And I guess it just depends on how you look at things. Because, I mean, I wouldn't, if a guy came and told me, like, I ain't chasing a woman, I want the woman to chase me, dog. I'm like, okay, cool. That's you. You know, what the hell you want to do? You know what I'm saying? But then you have these women chasing you. What is the end goal? Are you going to marry any of these women? Are you going to date them? Or you just want to be chased until you 60 and when you can't walk no more, then you'll decide on what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know
what that came.
Because usually when a man is pursuing a woman, what the old folks used to call courting back in the day, is because we're pursuing a woman that we might think eventually become a wife down the line.
Yeah.
If a woman is pursuing you, is she supposed to get on her knees and ask you to marry her? Like, and I've seen that before now. I've seen women propose to the man. So it's not like it's uncommon. So is that what he's looking for? Like, I just don't know what the end goal is.
Well, I hate to say this, ladies, but man, the men that a lot of y'all crying about, y'all raised. I just gonna be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these men that y'all crying about, y'all also are raising them kind of men. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all got an issue with sassy men, then do us a favor and make sure your son don't become that sassy man for the next generation of women. I like the only advice Uncle Dane can give you. Don't raise a son that the next generation of women is calling sassy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't raise the kind of son that you despise. And also don't raise them in your own image. Don't raise them to the type of man that y'all want. Because that don't often work out either. It works out for you, but it don't work out for the other women. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? He cares more about his hair and his Timbs and his clothes than she do. You know what I'm saying? He, care more about his manicure and pedicure more than she do.
Absolutely.
Man, shit.
Because you do have some men that are what they call metrosexuals, who, they're not, but they like to be like, eyebrows and nails and feet. And, they want to look nice, but they're not gay. You know what I'm saying? They're metrosexuals. So if a metrosexual is like, you know what? Hey, I look better than half these women. They should pursue me. I'm like, okay, cool. But if you find the right one, you gonna propose to her, she gonna propose to you. Like, how's it gonna happen?
Yeah, you do. I ain't mean with that. You do you, player. Whatever rocks your boat, let it float. All right. Speaking of, we gonna talk about next. Chivalry is literally dying, y'all. It's literally dying. So this chick was at the gym, working out. You know what I'm saying? And she came into a situation where she needed some help from the fellas. And the fellas was like, no, ma'am, we're not doing that. And I get it. I get why a lot of dudes like that. But let's go ahead and I just wanted to hear them talk about this. I wish I could watch this video. It is on my page. Where she just sitting there, man, and she was doing, when they put the barbell behind their back?
They do squats.
And do squats, yeah. She was doing squats. She put on a little bit too many more weights.
Girlfriend got stuck. She got stuck. She didn't want to throw it. So now she's trying to get guys to come over and help her to lift that thing off her back. I guarantee you there are guys that saw what's going on and were like, I'm staying out of this. I don't want to be in some video. I'm not getting involved. I don't want to be accused of what I'm doing, that I'm approaching her, all that. And this is what I say about like feminism wrecking men, because your natural instinct as a man would just be like, let me go over and help this woman. Right? No. You gotta be fixed now. And I think that's why when people say the death of gentlemen and all this, women complain. I saw a video of a very prominent female figure being like, oh, all the good men are gone, all the good men. You killed them. You killed whatever was inside of them that would have made them actually act like men. Got you killed men.
Feminism has disincentivized men from being killed.
Go bring that stuff.
So basically, what they talk about is old girl got stuck doing squats. She needed help, and no man came to her rescue. Right? None of them. And then, it's unfortunate because they were talking about how feminism, man, kind of killed chivalry. And a lot of dudes, they don't want to be accused of anything. You go and you help her, and you grab her by the waist to help her lift it up. Oh, he tried to touch me inappropriately.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Or you even go and talk to him. Oh, I ain't interested in you. Like, man, he really tried to talk to her, And so dudes is like, I ain't getting accused of shit. And so basically what they do is they just won't help. They just look at you and then look the other way.
Absolutely. And I you can accuse me 100% of that. I used to work at a daycare one time. Well, I didn't work there. I cleaned the daycare. And there was this woman, her tire was flat. I walked past her and didn't help her. When I was going to MTSU, when I walked up and down the hallways, I looked down. When I worked a job, I didn't speak to folks because you could tell a woman something Monday, she laughed, and tell her the same thing Tuesday, and you walked out the door or going to jail. Or
right.
So women are just crazy. So I don't know. That might have been me if she was over there struggling. I'm thinking, you're right. Because let's say I tried to help her and it went wrong. Then now I'm gonna be accused of breaking her neck or something because I tried to help and it went wrong. So I don't know. She would just be stuck between a rock and a hard place over there. Because you're absolutely correct. You is absolutely correct. You got to be careful on what you say to women, how you help women, how you shake their hands, how you hug them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not against them not walking away because, man, you never know nowadays. Back in the day, you probably wouldn't have to worry about that, the 50s and 60s. But now, man, the way women are sometimes, man, no, that's okay.
Man, let me tell you. So I was working with at a spot, and one of my supervisors, man, was sitting in the office, right? And we was putting together an order list. His secretary came in, and out of the blue said, "I gotta go get my throat stretched." No, you can't say you gotta get your throat stretched around somebody.
Right.
You already know what's coming. Right? No, he didn't say anything out of the pocket, but we highlighted that and kind of laughed at it. You got to get your throat stretched. And then she kind of described the procedure. There was no harm, no foul. She didn't take offense to it then. But then some people convinced her to go to the office and on him and have him wrote up. I was there as his witness, and he was like, "I got a witness, man, that could collaborate my story, right?" Man, they never called me at all. So they just wrote this dude up, and then she ended up asking eventually because she wanted to go work elsewhere. And when she went to that place, the reason why she wanted to go there, it wasn't what she thought it was. So guess what she did? Asked to come back and work under him.
Everybody think the grass is green on the other side, huh?
You see what I'm saying? And I was like, man,
absolutely,
ain't no way. I understand. I would have left her there too. I'd have said, hey, she needs some help. I would have did that now. I wouldn't have I'd have said, hey, she's struggling over
the
here.
Employee.
Got somebody that works in the
absolutely. If I'm in Planet Fitness, whoever working Planet Fitness, like, hey, she needs help over here. Yeah, she would.
Yeah, she about to break her neck, y'all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And why would you put yourself in that position anyway? You know how much you can squat, and you don't already have a spotter with you that you brought with you. Why would anybody that goes to the gym try to do more? Even if I felt like I could do 10 pounds more, I'm not unless I have a spotter. I don't go up unless I've tried before I have a spotter. Why would you even do that and put yourself in a position, you a woman by yourself, trying to squat maybe 10 pounds more than you used to, and then you in a situation.
You know why she did that? I can tell you why she did that, Sky. She did that because she thought men would come running and help her, and she was wrong. She thought it was a lot of Captain Saver, and they ain't save her. You know what I'm saying? They ain't throwing no life jacket. You know what I'm saying? And nothing.
Yeah.
And she got it all wrong. It probably shocked that no man approached her because she thought, I look good, and some man come help me. No.
Absolutely.
That Me Too movement, man.
Okay. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And you can lose your livelihood over a woman that you don't even want, don't even think about. Well, because you're trying to be nice and be chivalrous. Oh, okay. Then so like you said, your friend got rolled up for absolutely no reason. She came over there to y'all and told y'all she don't get her throat stretched. It ain't like you said, hey, come over here and tell us something funny. She just walked up to y'all and said that. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's sad.
You can't walk up to women anymore. Not like you used to. You can't even say hi without them saying, you can get accused of some stuff.
Absolutely.
And guess what? I watched it happen.
Me too. Yeah.
And they will believe her.
Absolutely.
And I watched it happen, and they investigate the female, find out that who is it?
I don't know. I have no clue.
All right, here we go. Here we're gonna alleviate this problem. Okay, there we go. So, man, I've seen that happen. I've seen the female get investigated or the situation get investigated. Right. And guess what? They don't even go, and if the female, they find her in the wrong, that there's no repercussions.
Absolutely.
No repercussions. And so, I don't blame them. I don't blame them dudes, y'all. Somewhere else, Sky, we got the last one. Well, no, we got two more. So this next one, an escort says she sleeps with 12 men daily, and her boyfriend has no issue with it. Now, there's some wild stuff, so I gotta hear this. I don't know what kind of man he must be with her for the money. Because I'd be afraid of man catching something. I don't even know if I want to eat off the same dishes as her.
Absolutely.
Yes, I have slept with the woman. It's crazy, but you looking at me crazy right now? I can't roughly 12 to 10.
I didn't come down with you.
I will.
Really? Somebody here. Just go. Really? I know you. I just really. If you guys decide to go into the other side,
can y'all hear that clearly?
Real fast.
Yeah, that's the dude to talk fast. I might go back to that because I want y'all to hear that clearly. So I'm gonna switch to another laptop with that. So Sky, I'm gonna go ahead right now and play the video that you sent me, and we're gonna discuss that. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me get to that video. Because that, I want to move it back to this laptop, see if I can get the speaker working. I'm going to get it off this commercial, too. I hate these little commercials in between.
$140,000 check in less than 30 seconds. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but trust me.
On the edge of Detroit rappers going viral for something other
no.
Fans know her as James Javon.
Oh, that's no, I know that's another story you sent me about the 500-pound woman suing the Lyft driver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, all right, so yeah, let's go ahead and play this. Because this is ridiculous, man. I'm glad you.
After a Lyft driver actually denied her a ride because of her size. And Fox News' Jessica Dubeneck was live in Detroit with a story. And my goodness, tell us how this all unfolded here, Jessica. Well, it all unfolded on video. Deja Bamling whipped out her phone when this all happened. Now, the Lyft driver, he was kind enough and apologetic, but refused her a ride and said that she would not fit and that her weight couldn't be handled by his tires. Now she's filing a lawsuit. Have you been in cars as I?
Yes, I have. I'm in a car smarter than that. You know?
There's your blending. Tells her.
You know what?
He's up there.
Man, hold on. So she said she been in cars smaller than the car that she got. Did you see the car?
Yeah, it looked like a Toyota Prius or something like that he was in. Yeah.
But what she didn't tell, and I wish somebody come forward with, was what happened to that car after she got out. You know what I'm saying? Was it an oil leak all of a sudden? Did the transmission struggle? You know what I'm saying? Was the shocks ever the same after that?
You know, and the crazy part is that the guy he sound like he had some type of accent, like he was Hispanic or something. Have you ever tried the most honest people in the world are young kids and immigrants, right? Most people would have tried to beat around the bush with her and be like, well, sweetie, I'll call you an XL or something bigger. Not him. In the video, he said, I'm sorry you can't fit in my car because you're going to hurt my tires and you're going to hurt my struts. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't have the American way of beating around the bush of telling this woman, hey, you can't fit in this car. He just had to be straight honest with her. And she's like, well, I have fit in cars smaller than this. Now, I can't say she's lying because I've never seen her in a car smaller than that. Maybe she did.
Man, she probably did.
Maybe she did. But at the same time, the man is trying to be polite and say, why don't you just call a bigger vehicle? You're this rapper. You should have a little money to you, right? Why don't you just call a bigger vehicle?
Man, I tell you what. I would have just been frank. I would have been frank with her. Man, my tires can't hold you. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? These Michelin, and not even Michelin, is going to be able to hold you up, man. Have you ever seen the balloon pop? That's how my tires going to be if you get in this car, man. You know, are you going to buy me new tires? Because Lyft don't have no, if she would have got in and say she would have punctured and busted a tire, or she would have broke a strut or a shock, does Lyft cover that? So then he would have been responsible? Hell yeah, you sue Lyft.
But see, here's the thing that gets me. She recorded it. Why would you record it? Because you know people are going to fat shame you if you recorded that. She recorded that, right? Then she got this ambulance-chasing lawyer to come out and say, hey, this was discrimination. And I'm thinking, it's not discrimination. You are trying to be honest with the girl and tell her, I'm not talking about your weight. I'm just saying you can't fit a square peg in a round hole. I don't care how you try to do it. You can't. And he's telling you that he don't want his like muffler, dragging the ground, starting sparks. You don't have to have a horsepower to pull you in. I don't know. But if she was really serious about it, she could have just called Lyft and filed a complaint. Why did you record this knowing all the negativity that you was going to get about your weight?
Man, I would have roasted her. I would have said, why don't you just lay down on the ground and then I push you and you just roll down the street. You know what I'm saying? You pick up steam as you rolling down the street. I would have roasted her. She knew what she was doing. I would have, matter of fact, I would have put her in my car and I would have filmed it. And then if something would have happened to my car, I would have embarrassed her.
Right.
I'd have like, this big bitch got in my car. You know what I'm saying? And soon as she sat down, jelly came out, my tires and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sure, dang, my motor was dragging on the damn ground. I would have roasted.
Right, absolutely.
I think you should be able to turn away people.
You know what? And so I know Rob D. I watched a lot of his videos. He was saying some crazy stuff too, but I don't think that was the right way of going about getting it. I really don't.
Man, I don't know. I'd have gave her. I'd have been like, you know what? I can't drive you, but I got this Domino coupon. You know what I'm saying? For some free Domino. I'd offer her a food coupon or something. Let bygones be bygones. Hey.
She didn't have any friends that would have came and picked her up. I think she was just going down the street to a party, right?
Ain't nobody picking her up, man. She could barely pick herself up. You know what I'm saying? I would have, man, hold on. Let me show y'all how that would have went. So she would have gone, hi, my name is, I don't know what her name is. Well, I'm your Lyft driver. You know, well, I'll take you where you gotta go. Okay. She would have gotten the car like this. And then it went down like that. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up, man. That's messed up. She could have carried that car. That girl, she big. She bigger than both lawyers combined. If them lawyers stood side by side, she still may be bigger than them lawyers.
Absolutely.
Is she gonna sue? She's gonna sue?
And all it's going to do is make people who drive Lyft, now they're going to come out with new rules saying you can't discriminate against blind, color, weight, this, that, the third. Or they're going to have to say, hey, if you are above a certain weight, then you can't order regular Uber. You have to order Uber X or whatever he was trying to get her to order, like Uber X or stuff like that.
You know what, Sky? Planes, they make them pay for two seats. So is that discrimination and they still fly?
Yeah, because there are some people that suing airlines for that. There's still some ongoing legal pending litigations going on between some of them women that they either put off the plane or told they had to buy two seats. So yeah, it's still going.
Who's sitting next to somebody like that? Man, I'm sitting in my seat and then your extra arm hanging on and I can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get by you. I'm stuck. I done peed on myself because your arm was holding me back. Over in your legs and stuff is over the handle of the thing. Hell yeah, what you suing for? You know what I'm saying? If you got money to pay for a lawyer, you got money to get a Planet Fitness membership, get your ass down to Planet Fitness and start walking on one of them treadmills. You know, you got money for a lawyer, you got money for Planet Fitness, GNC, you know what I'm saying? Healthy foods. You got money for that shit. You suing somebody. Is she a rapper?
Thank the something.
That's the problem. She out rapping everything. Pies, pizzas, sandwiches.
Again, she knew this negativity was going to come after her. It'd be different if the Lyft driver recorded it. Then I'd be like, okay, I get it. But she recorded it. You know, and I'm thinking, why did you post that? You could have just called the 1-800 Uber or complaint line, whatever, and got it. You know what I'm saying? Where you needed to be. But they was like, well, maybe she was trying to promote her album. I guess. I don't know.
Man, you know what, Sky? Here's what I think that needs to happen. I think the drivers, you know how we get a picture of the driver? They should get a picture of the customer.
And usually when I was doing this, I did. Some when I had to pick people up did have a picture and some didn't. And that was what's confusing me.
I think they all should.
But some of them didn't, but the majority of them did have a picture of themselves. But some didn't have the little white with the little question mark in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should be able to turn a person like that down because you don't know what you're going to get. You see what I'm saying? I think that you can't take no picture. They should be able to turn you down.
Absolutely.
Because man, I'm quite sure he didn't know he was going to get a 30,000 pound woman in his car. I'm quite sure he would have turned that down. Because as a Lyft driver, you can turn down certain situations.
And if you see when he first pulled up, he canceled the ride. He canceled it. And I'm like, I'm going to even let you call something bigger. And that's when she just got into her feelings like, no, I can fit in your car. I have fit in cars your size or smaller. It's going to be okay. He the one kept actually talking, and then she started to record it. But let's put it this way: he's going to be the one that's going to get in trouble, not her. No.
I would take that trouble. Yeah. I'd take that because Lyft, y'all not paying for my car. Fire me.
You are independent contractor.
I'll go to Uber Eats or something like that. I'll DoorDash before I let this big bitch into my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're an independent contractor. You have to take care of your own maintenance.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And people, the audacity. Like, you got all that time to sue somebody Man, get your ass in the gym. You out here hurting chairs and stuff. Chairs exhausted. You get in them, they taking a deep breath. You know what I'm saying?
So she's learned her lesson from that.
Man, oh Lord Jesus. And there's not many people that they hips is bigger than they shoulders. How the hell? I can't remember the last time I seen somebody where they hips is wider than they shoulders. She's shaped like a diamond. How you shaped like a diamond? Not a triangle. You know what I'm saying? Not a square. A diamond.
Again,
that's too much.
Like
man.
God said, it's a lot of clout chasing, man. It's just something for people to talk about, and the real issue is that I don't think she should have ever recorded it. That's something private between you and the Uber people. I keep saying Lyft, but you and the Uber people. Was it a Lyft or was it an Uber? It was a Lyft. It was an Uber, right?
Yeah.
It was a Lyft. Oh, okay. Between you and the Lyft driver, and all you had to say was, you know what? Okay, I'll wait for the next one and go on about your business. That's it. That conversation could have been ended right there. Or the driver could be like, I'll sit here with you since you're a woman. Make sure you're safe, and just let the next one come and pick you up. I won't leave you out here by yourself. Like, a different conversation could have happened there. But for her to record that and then put that out there, and then it went to the news. It ain't like it's just on Facebook. It went to people's news channels about this.
I would have went and got jelly donuts. I would have just got her a box of jelly donuts. You know what I'm saying? I would have paid for her next ride, and then she would have been able to get to where she had to get to. A big old slushie and a box of jelly donuts. Bygones would have been bygones, and then I ate. He probably did. But she probably wanted that car. She like, no, I want to ride in this small Mickey Ficky right here. She wanted that Prius. She knew she was going to break that man's axle. She knew what she was going to do. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I just hope people learn from the situation, man. Some things are just best left quietly. It'd be different if he tried to molest you or attack you or run you over. That is newsworthy, but just trying to fit in a car, come on, man, come on. That don't even make sense. Hey, you could have caught the bus then. It could have been a city bus out there. You could have caught.
She wasn't going to be able to sit on that. She'd have been able to sit on top of it. And I don't know if she would have been one of them seats. She'd have took up a whole row. That's a big girl.
Yeah,
man.
she had to be at least
that's a big girl.
350 maybe, something like that.
Man.
She had to be a
man. Man, she made Refrigerator Perry look like Webster.
Yeah, she had to. But, at the end of the day, she's a human. She has feelings. Maybe she thought the guy hurt her feelings. I don't know the end result of what's going to happen. I just know, because I have to live at myself. Eventually, everybody in the country, we're going to get this email talking about the discrimination laws and who you can be. Because, I have to pick up people with dogs, too. Not service dogs, just dogs too. So when I go pick up people, if they have puppies and dogs, I have to let the dogs in the car.
Right.
We can't discriminate. Now, if we fear for our safeties or something, that's a whole different subject. But he wasn't fearing for his safety; he was fearing for his car safety.
He might have been fearing for it. Could you imagine somebody like that sitting behind you? You know what I'm saying? One wreck in his seat, he up in like Retribution. You remember our Retribution when she got that wreck? She was squeezed up against the steering wheel. Could you imagine somebody like that behind you, sitting behind you?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? They'd be like, damn, when you get them switches on your car? Because the back would have been dragging, but the front would have been sitting up like me and Callie. Man, that car was man. She knows she wrong.
Yeah, I kind of blame her on that. And that's not shaming her. I just think it was a different way of doing it. Unless, again, she was just trying to promote her album that's coming out. And that's still a weird way to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at all the stuff Lizzo went through. You know, Lizzo has lost some weight. And look at all the stuff she went through. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that was just the wrong way of playing it, in my opinion. That was just the wrong way of playing it.
Yeah. I feel bad for that brother. I think I find me a new career. That's all. The only advice I got for you, brother. I would have did the same thing. They could sue Uber. I'm quite sure he ain't got no money, so he ain't getting sued, right? He ain't getting sued at all. But for his safety, hell yeah. You're right now. It's not saying that is his safety.
I mean, the only thing that they gonna do is just delete him off the app if they feel it was that egregious.
Me.
We'll just let him go off the app. He would no longer be able to drive on the platform anymore. Because trust me, if they have lawyers, they have a team of people, attorneys, they got all that stuff. So yeah, good luck. And she might want a settlement because they don't want this to get too big. They might cut a check for 10 grand, 20 grand, what the hell ever, and go about their business.
You know what? Or they can work out a year's supply of Mickey D's. You know what I'm saying? And see what you get. You got to throw deals out there. It ain't always got to be about cash. Maybe you make maybe you can make a food deal. Something. She ain't gonna turn it down. She don't look like she turned anything else down. Got that man's car, tipped it over like it's the Flintstone. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. I wouldn't let you in my shit either. I'm sorry, man, and I ain't got nothing against no big folks, but look, man, that's a bit too much. When I seen it, I said, man, what was she gonna fit in the trunk? Was she gonna ride in the? I'm gonna pop the trunk. You just sit in the back. I'll get you where you gotta get to. Because the back seat, man, tall people have hard times getting in back seats. Mm-hmm. Being big, I know it gotta be rough. That's a lot, man. I got this, what you call it on. Let me see if I can play this now. Hold on, here we go.
Somebody has to make a stand and try to re-guidelines this industry so we can get some new talent out here. If you're going to get your car, and that's like a job part. That's like a job part.
I have slept with him one day. It's amazing, but you looking at me crazy right now? Well, probably roughly 12 to 10. I did.
So did y'all catch that?
No.
Hold on, let me cut this music because I want to make sure that you hear this clearly. Okay. We're going to refresh it.
Probably roughly 12 to 10.
I think could be on point.
I did. One day, this is crazy, but you looking at me crazy right now? Well, roughly 12 to 10. I did.
So she said she done slept with 10 to 12 dudes daily. Mm-hmm. And he asked her, do you got a boyfriend? And she said, yeah, I do.
So if her boyfriend is cool with it, then I don't know why anybody else would have an issue with it. Like, I don't know anybody personally, but I've heard stories like that. There's a lot of guys who are married to porn stars, and they know what they go do. But you know what the thing about a porn star is? Contractually, she has to go get checked every 3 to 4 months, right? You know what I mean? In the porn industry, you and whoever you're sleeping with, and most times they make them use condoms. So not only is the man using a condom, not only are they getting checked every 3 to 4 weeks, that might be it might be more safety in marrying a porn star than dating a stranger off the street, because you don't know when the last time she took a shower, when the last dude she slept with, when the last time she had an STD, when the last time she been to the doctor. But dating somebody in the porn industry, they have to do all that. So this guy, if he's dating a woman, what is her profession?
Escort.
An escort. And he's cool with it because, at the end of the day, when the bills come through, they don't ask, did you and your wife sleep together this month, or did you and your wife sleep with other people this month? When the bills come through, all they ask is, do you have the money to pay the bills?
And she got that money.
Yeah. Yeah. Some
she
people,
got that
some
money.
people can relinquish between feelings and sex. Oh, it's just sex. It's just a vagina. Who cares? She's coming home to me. She's married to me. We're gonna be together forever, and these bills are paid. I've heard of situations like that. Never seen it, but I've heard.
Man.
And again, maybe as an escort that's having sex, she has to go get checked by her PCP every 3 months and come back with a physical report and all this stuff. So at least he know if she has to do that, she's clean. And if she's only sleeping with men with condoms, ain't nothing going up in her. I mean, as far as semen wise. So I don't know. Maybe for him it was a win-win situation.
Yeah. Hey, I you know what? Usually y'all be like, Dame judge. Dame ain't judging. Hey, well, if it worked for him, it worked for him. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I wouldn't even eat off the same dish as somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But if that's what worked for him and that's what's good for him, then who am I to knock? You know?
Absolutely. So to each his own, there's a top for every pot out there. So
I think the more shocking part for me, Sky, is that some information that women, y'all volunteer information that's not often asked. And y'all got a bad habit of doing that. If nobody asks, do not offer information that wasn't asked of you. Don't volunteer because it come back to bite you. That's all. I'm just gonna leave that at that.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all, man. We have this is the fastest 2 hours I've seen in a long time.
Today was a great day. God, thank you.
No, thank you, man.
We're gonna make Tuesdays the Nashville Caveman Day because this is what it's all about.
Yes, sir. And again, man, if you guys didn't catch the live, you can't catch the recap on YouTube and Facebook. But again, if y'all could do us a favor, if you guys can go ahead and share the live.
Absolutely.
Do us that one favor. Share the live.
Absolutely. And for those of y'all who missed, watch the replay.
No
remember,
doubt.
on Tuesdays, y'all come, enjoy, talk to us, have fun. Give a shout out to everybody. Naj, thank you. Whoever this Agwait guy person is, whoever the hell that was. Faith, thank you. Jasmine, thank you. Malfunction, thank you. Let me see. Gotta keep going down. Miranda G, thank you. And Rachel, thank you for all commenting and joining the show. Y'all know that we don't take it for granted. Thank y'all for being a part of this show.
Man, I want to take the time to thank everybody that came through on Bigo, Spazzo, my BAM family. Appreciate y'all. And man, we really enjoyed y'all, man. Thank you guys for, especially the people that interact. Man, we love the interactions. We love reading the comments. So thank you. I just wanted to leave with this. The only thing guaranteed in life is death. So don't worry about the things you don't have control over. Just concern yourself with the things that you can control. And remember, if you woke up and you on this half of the dirt, you won the day. So
absolutely.
Sky, you got anything tonight?
Hey, don't forget, y'all, the D Bling Radio Show tonight, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and the replay from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Don't forget to check it out. Artists, send me new music, sky.black@gmail.com in MP3 or MP4. So send it to me so I can put it in rotation.
I actually got something I need to send to you too. So
Okay, cool.
yeah, man. Thank you guys, man. Same time, same place, man. Remember, 1 p.m. EST, 12 CST.
Absolutely.
Man, may y'all have a blessed week. All right.
All right.